Hello, my name is Zach Hagberg, and I will be presenting Sensible Change, which myself and Tristan Bernardo worked on over the last few weeks. So let's begin. We took on creating an experience that tackled environmental change. We wanted to create an experience that brought many different environmental charities such as the Wildlife Conservation Fund, the Sierra Club, and the Conservation Fund to one place and afford our users an intuitive and more streamlined way to make a difference and help environmental charities raise money to make environmental changes. So, what was our process? Well, first we had to go out there and look to see who our competitors are. And then next, we had to come up with a storyboard, kind of ideate what this will look like for our users. And then next, we worked on lo-fi wireframes. And then we provided those wireframes to the class, which then we obtained feedback. And then with that feedback, we built out what I'm going to present this over the next few minutes and created a hi-fi prototype, incorporating all the design patterns that we've learned over the course of this semester. So, competitive analysis. There are many micro donation apps out there, but there really was only one that we found that closely represented what we were trying to do. Google's One Today micro donation app allows users to select numerous causes that are not just focused on the environment. They also have a predefined donation amount of $1, but with the option to have a custom amount, and also allows users to potentially match friends' previous donations for specific charities. Sensible Change will only focus on environmental charities. So our solution. Well, the vision of the app has evolved quite a bit since our initial brainstorming session. We knew we wanted to create something to help the environment while piggybacking off existing social networks. Why reinvent the wheel when you don't have to, right? Our thought was to take advantage of the social networking behavior people use every day, thus eliminating the learning curve and encouraging widespread adoption almost instantly. The first iteration of the solution centered around sending your friends money to donate to charity. We soon realized this was problematic because it requires trust that your friends will spend the money wisely. We then changed the concept from sending money to boosting your friend's donation. After studying the problem space, existing competition, and iterating the design, we feel this is a much better solution. The result is a prototype that feels cleaner and very intuitive. So, we started with storyboarding after we did our initial analysis, and we came up with this simple storyboard. Sam sees a commercial asking to help the environment and stop deforestation. Well, then Sam searches for ways to help the environment and make a difference. When searching, he sees Sensible Change. He sees that he needs to download the app. And then from there, Sam downloads the app to his phone, and success! Sam is ready to begin donating and educating himself about the environment. So let's go on to iterations. So we started with donating to charities. So our first version on the left. You have your image and then the info of the charity. Pretty simple. Version number 2. These are expand and collapsible boxes that you know what the organization is when it's collapsed, and with a logo and maybe a little teaser line, but then the user can expand it to actually donate and see what the cause is all about that they're donating. And now on our prototype to the right, this is our final product. So you can get the name of it, get a quote from it, see how many followers are in there, and then what's the organization about. And one other part we iterated on was boost a friend's donation. So you see the first version, here's Buddy, send money, or donate, match with whatever they have. Version 2, we can pay or request. Here's $10, you can have notes. So pretty basic stuff. Well, to the right, our end result was just this. So we can see up here, we see Elaine Bennis has just donated $5 to the Wildlife Conservation Network. Well, all the user has to do is hit boost because they have a predefined boost amount that they have set. and that's what will automatically boost that donation to whatever charity that Elaine just donated to. Well, next up, Tristan and I, we wanted to give Sensible Change an identity, a personality, but yet we also wanted to make sure we maintained consistency. And in order to do that, we created a style guide. The style guide defines our fonts. So we have a primary font, we have a secondary font. It defined our buttons, defined our primary colors, our secondary colors, the shapes and textures of what we were looking to use, icons, and one thing, we wanted to give it meaning through adjectives. So we're looking to do community, pay it forward, easy, inspiring, fun, engaging, generosity, and environmentally conscious. So now we're moving into the design patterns piece of this. So first off, on the left, we have a gateway page. This is a page that where the user doesn't need to sign up just to find out about it. This enables the user to say, okay, this is what this app's about. And then they can decide to either get the app or not. And then from this page, they would go to the get the app to the App Store and download it. Next up is the sign in page. So this would be very similar to the sign up page, but just we wanted to keep it easy in the time that we had, so we just stuck with the sign in page, where the user can either sign in with Facebook or they can sign in with using their username and password. And then on the right, we have the personal dashboard. This is where the user can edit their name that they want displayed. They can edit their profile picture, they can edit their password, and then the credit card that they keep on file. Then, like I said earlier, the default boost amount. They can modify that. We also have a buddy list. So who are all the contacts that you have that are involved with this app? And then next, the ability to keep track of your favorites. So users can keep track of their favorite charities that they're looking at. And then private group conversation. So you can have a one-on-one private conversation, or you can have one-to-many, many-to-one conversations within this app. And then we also have an onboarding section which will gather all the data, so just to make sure that when information or charities start coming out, that what's being displayed on your homepage is relevant to what you like. And this is where we capture that during the onboarding phase. So what causes are you interested in? The user would be able to select all the causes that they're interested in. Inviting friends is another design pattern that we use. So you have the ability to tap into your Facebook account and your contacts to invite all friends at once, or you could select on a one-by-one basis. And then we have a profile page for the charities, which includes all the information. We discussed this earlier, but this gives the user exactly what the charity is about. It gives it the name, a quote, followers, and the types of things that the organization works to solve environmentally. Next up is testimonials. So on our first page that I showed you, if you scroll down, you can get to testimonials to see what other people or other users think of the app. And then next is terms of service. So in order to connect to Facebook, the user clicks next to grant permission to use the Facebook account, the user's Facebook account. And then lastly, we have status casting. So once you hit donate, it'll say donated right there for you, letting everyone know that this is what just took place. You could either like it, comment on it, or share it in order to cast the status of what you've done on this app. Alright, now it's time for the demo. So let's go in and kind of show you guys what this is about. Alright, so here's that first page. And with this, we have Sensible Change. We have our title at the top, call to action that says get the app. Then we want to have a little fun picture that says together we can make a difference. So what we're about, founded in 2016, Sensible Change was created to give people a means to make positive impact on the environment. And you really get a sense about what's going on with what we're trying to do here. And then again, the testimonials that I just spoke about. The ability to share lets users know that they can share Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Download the app at the Google Play Store or the App Store, and your FAQs, contact, copyright. From here, let's go ahead and get the app. we set this up to sign in with Facebook. So with these little callouts, you can see what kind of design patterns we're going for. So this would be your sign in. Connect to Facebook with Facebook. So here's your terms of service, and then your onboarding process. Okay, which causes are you interested in? So I can click on all of them, or I can click on a couple. We all care about clean drinking water, so I'm going to go ahead and put all of them, and then we hit next. All right, what do we want? Do we want to invite friends? Well, yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and select all. Let's take Mr. Pitt out, and then we're going to go on to next. And now you can see our home screen where let's do the little video for you. So as a user, I would want to see what this is about. Happy Mother's Day to all of Earth's creatures from the Wildlife Conservation Network. That happened today at 11:23. So I hit play. Oh, look at the happy elephants. Alright, so I've seen enough, right? As a user, I know I want to help the elephants out. Wildlife Conservation Network just got me. Well, I want to help with that. So with my predefined amount, I have $5. So I can either donate anonymously, share with my network of friends, and then hit confirm. There we got my confirmation. It says thanks. And then over here in this section on the Conservation Network, I can see that I just donated. So here is my status casting, and then we have 5,000 likes, 100 comments, 95 shares. Just give the user a sense of what's going on in regards to this single post. Like most social networking sites, you have your like, you have your comment, and you have your ability to share. All right, I see Larry David down here. Oh, I can boost this. So one of my friends of Larry David has already contributed $5 to the Sierra Club. Well, I want to be able to boost that. Simple as that. So I matched his. This time I'm going to boost anonymously because I like to mess with him. And then there we go. And then not all these work. I mean, we created a happy path just for the regular donation and the boost, but you get the gist. And then from here, I can also go into my profile. You can see that I have my profile picture. We have our avatar as our design pattern. And our profile page itself is a design pattern. I have my own quote, charities that I'm involved with, so the 3, and then here's my interest: climate, wildlife, deforestation. So this can act kind of as a tag, if you will, to let the system know that, hey, Cosmo Kramer likes climate, wildlife, and deforestation. Then we have our menu on the left. So we have our logo. I can go back home. I can do our messages. So this is where the group messages happen. This is one of the patterns that I already discussed. So it has your timestamp, and it gives you a little teaser of what was in that message. And then the contacts again. So I'm friends with Elaine. She's online right now, so I can talk to her if I want. George Cassanda, he's not online. So again, design pattern, buddy list. Favorites. Here are all my favorites, and this design pattern's favorites. And then I have the ability to search up here as well. I mean, this is not functioning, fully functioning, but you guys get the gist. And my account. So here I can change my picture, change my name, change my password. What pay method do I want to keep on file? The boost. So am I able to do a boost? Change my boost amount from $5. Then I can link to multiple social networks. All right. Okay, so our limitations. We only built out the happy path. I mean, this is a prototype. We can't build a fully functional prototype in the amount of time that we have. But I think we did a good job on this. So one thing that we did not include were error messages. So if a user inappropriately put in the wrong password, there's no error message to tell them that they did so. And a big thing, it hasn't been tested on real users yet. So as part of our next steps, we would do user research, obviously. We put this in front of users, usability testing, and understand where are the gaps in our design and is intuitive enough. So we take that data, then we would go into, we'd iterate. We'd implement that feedback and what we learned through user research into our iterations. And then once we have a solid design, we then would go into development. So I leave you with this quote. Imagine if trees gave off Wi-Fi signals. We would be planting so many trees and we'd probably save the planet too. Too bad they only produce the oxygen that we breathe. Anonymous. Thank you for your time. I had fun. It's been a good semester. And that's it.